My name is Randy Hain, and I'm the president of Serviam Partners. I want to talk today about the connection between good leadership and storytelling. And I'm reminded about a visit from my father not long ago. My dad is in his early 80s, and he was sitting out on our deck and talking to my sons about just stories from his life. And as I sat there and watched, my boys were just enthralled listening to their grandfather. He talked about stories both good and bad. There was triumph and there was also a lot of tragedy, and he shared everything very openly, and my boys were mesmerized by Papa. And it dawned on me that we don't do enough storytelling in the business world. Well, I kind of put that away and I thought about it, and the next day I had a meeting with one of my clients, and he shared with me quite openly that his team had really been struggling. So I brought up this idea of storytelling to him, and I asked him, how did the team respond when you shared stories of your successes and failures to teach them? How have they responded to that? And his blank stare spoke volumes. He said, I don't tell my stories. And when I asked him why, he said, well, I assume that they'll figure it out just like I did. I told them the goal, I gave them all the direction they needed, and they'll figure it out on their own, but they didn't, and they weren't, and they were failing. So we talked about this idea of storytelling and the importance of giving context and sharing our successes and failures. Because in my experience, most people understand the goals, but they're really starving for lessons on how to get there. They need the tactics, not just the strategy. So if you'd like to be a better leader, like my friend, I encourage you to invest time with your team. Tell your stories, both good and bad. Everybody wins when you do.